You know, I had this whole long script going for this review, and then I looked at it and was like, wow, this has no personality. Let's splash this up a bit. Anyways, welcome to How Hard Could It Be, where I make a YouTube video and then talk about some of my challenges in the process. Frankly, I've played this game too much. I'd previously maxed out all the characters and then they moved the line away. 150? For what? But I'm getting ahead of myself. In August, I said I'd talk about the DLC, so here, I'm doing that, holding myself accountable. Free DLC, let's lightning this off. Costumes for characters, 3 of them. Characters, 2 of them, Colossus and Cyclops. Nobody cares about Cyclops. If you care about Cyclops, you're probably wrong. Go be a Wolverine fan like everyone else. Both characters are mechanically sound, I guess, but that's pretty par for the course. There's an Infinity Rift and it's okay. There's a little toughness with this Thanos solo fight, but it's still pretty good. And here's the costumes again. They'll only be on the screen in the time it takes me to fit. Then we've got some other stuff that came out in the 1st of October. Free shit and paid shit. I don't feel like divvying it up. There's Gauntlet mode. It's alright. It's mostly loading screen simulator while you wait for the next challenge to load. I wish they'd have made this a little more seamless somehow. As it is, it's pretty tedious, especially when you have to repeat the same challenges 3 or 4 times in a row. Oh, and by the way, you have to complete it once before you can play it on loop for the challenge completion. I hate this decision. Just let me keep playing instead of making me stop and restart. The only saving grace is that after it loads, you hit A to drop into the content. Load up the next mission, make some coffee, come back, and maybe get into the action depending on how slow your Switch decides to be in the morning. Nightmare mode. Oh look, another story playthrough option. All it adds is aura enemies and such. Next. Both modes drop the shield coins. You can buy voice lines and costumes. Hooray, they made a low effort way for everyone to get costumes as they dole them out to us. You can also get some gameplay stuff in the shop. It's okay. If it means I don't have to suffer through more asinine challenges, I guess I'm content. New characters, new models. You get them in the Gauntlet mode. Watch out for the Morbius alt costume Gauntlet. You get it from a 120 challenge that's below the level 100 challenge. Scroll down. I missed it playing through the first time. The characters are alright. My favorite gameplay wise is probably Morbius. He's got some neat abilities and his primary attacks are pretty swift. Blade is pretty good as well, pretty fun to play as. Eventually all the characters blend together, to be honest. The only notable thing is that these characters share a lot of bonuses. Oh, and again, 150? For what? What's the goddamn point? There's no new abilities, no new level up bonuses. All it does is fill up some more hexes in the Alliance segment. Just an excuse to grind more, I guess. My thoughts on all this? I wanted a little more. I was really hoping for some more story type content. I want more bad guys. I want more story stuff. I've played through this damn story dozens of times already. I would really like something else to look at, even if they just gave us some new basic arenas to stare at while fighting in. $20 isn't a lot for a DLC pack, and this fragment accounts for about 1/3 of the price. So would I pay $7-ish for this on its own? I guess. Maybe I'm just asking too much. Maybe I'm just spoiled by DLC like Borderlands, Spider-Man, and Horizon Zero Dawn. After playing it for so long over the last couple of months, maybe I need to step back, but there are some clear holes in the design. Well, one big hole, the UI. Having to sit and wait for things to scroll or not realizing there's more there because you wasted too much screen space on a splash image is just avoidable. There's better ways to display a lot of this information, and I think they need to do another pass on the crystal screen. It's not a big deal, but when you're trying to sort 1,000 crystals, having to take time to wait for it to scroll just to see what the damn thing does is pretty annoying when repeating ad nauseum. As for the DLC itself, maybe I set my expectations a bit too high and now I'm disappointing myself, but nonetheless, I am disappointed. Oh well. Let's see how they dole out the next batch of content. Now you get to see how I doled out this batch of content. Well, not batch, just the one video, I guess. My capture card wasn't capturing for some reason, not sure why. Had to figure it out, wound up making a new OBS capture scene. Now it works, I guess. I wrote out this big long script that went way into detail, decided to scrap it. A lot of my metrics suggest that few people watch past 2 minutes, so anything past there seems like a bit of a waste. But hey, I'm still going to try it loose a little bit. It's either that, or there are people who watch the whole thing, and also people who might be giving me a pity click and then close out. Dunno, I don't have enough data to figure that out yet. If you are doing that though, just let the whole thing play out. YouTube really wants that watch time, and it would honestly make me feel a little bit better to see a 7 or 8 minute average watch time as opposed to 2. Anyways, enough whinging about metrics, I'm gonna get out of your hair. So if you want to see the next DLC review, dodge some attacks, synergize in the workplace, get extreme, and oh god, is that 10 back-to-back boss challenges? I have to repeat this how many times?